not like flying out of your hand, but you can just feel like magnetically getting pulled to want to be at the center of the rectangle. A smaller rectangle and a much larger rectangle, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Do you bring it over, or do you just let go of it?
The card? If I do sort of pull it away, does the glow sort of dim, or does it pull away, or anything happen with it in that sense?
It dims slightly, never to the point where it goes away though.
And then if I move it completely from the door?
Well, no, like if you like, it's not in the doorway at all right now.
Oh, okay.
Like the more steps you take away from the door frame, the weaker the aura gets. But the lines still remain the same brightness.
Okay, I guess I'll just sort of for now keep it on me.
So it's like that, and then
So I could still kind of walk away if you want, kind of, maybe.
it's like a bunch of like little wisps.
Lasers.
Pew 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 pew.
Yeah. So the line, the outer edge doesn't ever go duller or dimmer, but the little wisps in between do.
Okay, I think this is our last chance for anybody to slap some sense into me.
I'm ready for a hunt.
And I'm ready for some answers, I guess. And I'll just sort of put my hand on the doorknob and open it.
Before...
As you say, I'm ready to learn some answers.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to click that one. Sorry. Yeah. It's
As you say, I'm ready to learn some answers. You hear that voice again, saying the same thing, same fucking thing, saying that. And then you bring the card over to the door frame, that sort of open space in between where all the wisps are sort of pointing, quote unquote, pointing at, vectoring at. And then the card just sort of, as if like it's getting like adhesively slapped onto a surface like a sticker or like a magnet on a refrigerator door. It just there against an unseen force or something that is just like networking and nexusing it there. And then the little wispy lines at the edges begin swirling, and you cannot see across the door, like the doorway anymore. Because before there was just open space there, just with wisps in the way. Now it's like a Witcher 3 like portal sort of looking thing, where it's like just a black void in which the wisps sort of swirl into this portal of some sort. After you.
Interesting. Yeah. I'll just sort of put my hand in, and then just sort of just test the waters, and then just kind of slowly put myself further in. Kind of until I'm completely in, I suppose.
Oh my god, this is actually the right color for it too.
Ooh.
The thumbnail.
Yeah. It's perfect.
That's actually pretty equivalent to what it looks like. It's a bit more curvature.
Oh yeah, okay.
A bit more curvature.
Mm-hmm.
So you step through, huh?
Yeah.
Does it close immediately behind her?
No.
Okay, good. Rose follows in after.
And then Varric behind you and Abigail behind him. Alright.
We're never seen again.
Alright. I need to use the bathroom. So quick 3-minute break. Sucks. 3-minute break. I need a pee.
Okay. So, what do you think your next character is going to be?
Someone, her brother, who I'm going to nickname Thorns for the time being. Her other brother that came over here.
Thorns.
Like, I'm here to find my sister.
Oh yeah, I think I'll maybe just come back as Ifia's sister, just be like, so, I heard the bitch was dead.
You know what? I could have just talked about that. I could have just went with that, because I was curious about the family thing. And instead I was just like, hey, mysterious card thing. Hey, we should check that out. Oh no, we don't have people to stop us. Could have just talked about family problems.
We could. I mean, we were talking about trauma earlier. We could just continue on with that. But alas, it's been a very exciting few days, really.
Yeah, it was very much a point of just like, fuck it.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, we're not getting out of town today. Might as well just see what this does, since it's gonna be like a month and then some before we get to it, which in real life would probably be almost an actual equivalent amount of time.
Oh yeah, possibly longer.
Yeah.
Oh well.
All right, and I'm back.
Well, that was quick.
Hey.
Just like that, I'm back.
Alright, I'm gonna put on my normal thing again, so I'm not touched to talk, just because I'm gonna be talking a lot. So give me a minute. Let me know if you hear echoing though, and I'll just.
We'll do a test first.
Okay.
And yeah, you guys are gonna be doing a lot of talking. It's literally only you two guys as players. So.
Yeah.
Ah. Sorry, I just dropped something on my head.
Okay, can you hear me talking just now?
Yeah.
I can hear you talking. The question is, do I hear myself? No. Okay. All is well for now.
Excellent. Okay.
I don't know why I was doing it earlier and not doing it now. Like, it makes no sense to me.
I don't know, because I've not changed my setup at all, so I don't know.
Yeah,
why
I don't know. That's.
Yeah, it's a mystery for the ages.
Literally don't know.
Yeah. My computer's just weird.
I guess so. I guess so.
I guess that's just it.
So. Allow me to put this on.
Dramatic music. Oh god, it is dramatic music.
Oh no!
Why does it have an organ?
What do you mean, why? You know damn well why. It's dramatic. You guys step through the mystical doorway, the astral doorway, and emerge out the other side in a sort of cul-de-sac of sorts, a circular room, of which there are seven, including your doorways. None of the other doorways are active right now. They're but stone walls. But there is one exit out of here. Standing there are, well, at the sides of the door leading out of here, 2 guards, but present in a different quantity and quality are 4 other people, or 5 other people, my bad. 4 of them are much more armed and much more peculiar looking. It's plate armor that they wear, but it has such weird artificery, if it's that, to it. It's not like the runes of Ruhan, because Ruhan's rune, like his rune inscriptions into his armors are just that. They're runes, just etched in and carved into the armor. These ones, though, look like they have literal magical energy sort of streamlining through it. In an out-of-game sense, it looks sort of like sci-fi in a weird sense. Or like you ever see like armor from like Destiny, the game Destiny, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like it looks still like actual armor, but it just has such latent energy flowing through it that it bleeds off it, it reads off it. So that's what 4 of these guys look like, and they're all equipped with very peculiar looking weapons, guns, you think, or some sort of spell thrower. You don't know. They hold them like rifles, though. The 4 of them are performing some sort of honor guard entourage duty for one man, who has a stool, like a really simple stool, like it's like, you know, like that sort of stool, like the sort of X stool with like a cushion. You know, pretty simple. I just realized it looks like an hourglass. Actually, no, it looks like the quarantine sign from Davros. But that's a different story. He's just sitting there, and he is just he is drinking from a mug or like a teacup. You can see the heat radiating off of it. He looks very fancily dressed in stark difference from the 4 honor guard that accompany him. There are gold chains that loop around him in decoration or trail off to what you might assume is like a pocket watch or a pocket mirror or something. Like, you guys aren't nobles yourselves, but you see enough fancy rich people to get an idea of what potential contents there are. He has decently long hair, black hair, sort of sleek, like oiled or gelled, I guess. That's sort of just slick back and is just brought into a simple ponytail that just sort of dangles behind him. Not terribly long. It's not like it reaches the riff of his back or anything. Just tapers down his neck and down his spine, if you want to call it that. Just some inches. And he's just sort of sitting there, sipping, eyes closed, hearing you all walk into the room. Welcome.
Hi.
He sets the teacup in a saucer. Thea, with her passive perception of 23, you note that when he sets his cup back in the saucer, the depleted content amount of it gets replenished. This, sort of black milk tea or whatever, tea with creamer or whatever drink he's drinking just gets brought back to level. I've heard so much about you. He stands up. He hands the saucer and the cup over to one of his honor guard, who just holds it, which is a very funny scene. This dainty teacup and saucer and the heavily armored and armed guard. It looks a bit funny. He just walks over to you. I've heard so much about you. Introductions. You have heard of me. I'm Leopold. Leopold Strauss.
Oh. I was told you were
missing?
Dead? Yeah, something along those
Missing?
lines?
No. As you can see, I'm not missing at all. No, not missing. I am merely called to service.
Right.
His accent is weird. It's Twinsian, Hillandic, somewhere in between.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I can quite place that accent.
I'm from the Eastern Twins, the more civilized part of it.
I didn't realize there was a civilized part.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
You're not entirely wrong.
Yeah.
He smiles brightly. And you must be Rose. No?
No,
Pleasure. He holds out a hand.
I take it and shake his hand.
It's a firm, sure handshake.
Nice.
And Abigail and Varric. Varric is just staring daggers at him.
I'm surprised he didn't pull out a gun immediately.
Because he's not stupid.
Yeah, fair.
You guys are outnumbered and outgunned and out-armored. And... you guys look behind you. The portal's closed.
Perfect. Great.
Is the card back, or is that, gone?
Nope.
The conversation's over when they
Cool.
say it's over, kind of situation.
Yeah, okay.
I hope you don't think too low of us, Mr. Varric. I assure you, we're all working on the same side. Doubt it. I'm happy you brought them. Yeah. More to learn the truth of things.
Sure. Yeah, let's say that. How did you know
Of course.
who we were?
Well, I know who all of you are. And in due description, young Miss Annabelle has told us about you. By the way, we are very... He does
Sorry, I'm cutting out like crazy.
He puts his hands together and does like a lowly bow. We are quite thankful for you returning her to us.
That's
He says,
an
I know who you
unexpected
are
answer.
because young Miss Annabelle.
Yeah, the ghost child.
Oh my god, she had woman traitor parents, didn't she?
Mm.
or something along those lines, right?
Her family was connected to Schrader's. Which is great, because Bruhan was questioning about Annabelle at literally the beginning of the session.
Oh my god, okay. Well...
Never asked us about it, did he?
Did she come here of her own volition?
Of course!
Okay.
Well, we called to her, but know that the calling is strictly due to her family's loyalty. Loyalty. I will be very courteous while in your visit here, Mr. Varric, and ignore any and all traitor dissing comments you make. He smiles. But yes, she is here. Would you like to see her? Apologies. I'll allow you to choose. Business or pleasures first?
I suppose let's get to the business side of things first.
Really? Are you sure? I'm sure she would be quite happy to see some of you.
I
we should
would
have
be
brought Ruan.
too,
He would
but...
actually really like this, possibly.
Well,
he was-
perhaps
he
if
was
you go
deep.
back, maybe you can bring more people to learn. But you say business first.
Let's get that over with.
Very well. Please follow me, and do not. He like wags, like puts his hands together like in like a praying motion, and like wags it at each of you as he says this. Please do not deviate.
I'll try my hardest.
We'll be on our due manners.
Out of pure
Very
curiosity,
gross.
out of pure curiosity, what happens if you do?
Well then my friends there will blast you.
I was
You guys
expecting
can hear
something.
this as a number of their weapons begin glowing.
I was expecting something far more
Yep.
dramatic, but you know what? That would still do its job. So respect.
Yep. Let's
That's the
just
thing.
stick
You
to
guys
it.
have never seen any weapon ever that looks like what they're holding.
Yeah, that's weird.
I imagine it's very effective at ending our lives, though. So let's just stick to.
Oh, absolutely. But there's no need to ponder such morbid thoughts. You guys aren't deviating, yes? So no point in thinking about it. So please, follow me.
Right.
He begins walking. Thank you very much. He takes the teacup and saucer back.
Oh my god.
Can I attempt to identify?
He passes
what-
the two he passes the two more normal-looking guards, and to say that they're normal-looking guards is to say that they don't have as sophisticated or advanced weaponry and armor as the honor guard, but they still do look different than like normal provincial guards and stuff like that. They have guns, like actual weapon, like ballistic weapons and stuff like that, but theirs looks like either of a very drastically different design or heavily modified for the provincial standard.
Do they look like? Does it look like there's people inside it, or they're just like constructs?
No, these are all people from the looks
These
of it.
Okay.
Did you hope?
I mean, like with the guards that Lena has, I wouldn't be surprised if there's not much of a difference at times between
Yeah.
aptitudes. Anyways,
Please do lock up well. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Come, let us go. It's not that far a walk. Rather short, actually. The teleportation shrine is pretty close to the archives where I need to take you. Shrine? Abigail looks around.
Yeah.
Yes, shrine, Miss Cereza. You will understand in due time.
near archives,
Mm-hmm.
values information.
Although I'm curious about where our current location is.
In due time, Miss Fia. In
Right.
due time, I promise. But
Patience is a
if it
virtue.
assages you at all, we are still on the continent. I promise you. We are not in Gothatha Lore or Moranis or anything like that. We are still in the Jagged Expanse, as you colonials call it. You guys can hear a low murmuring rumble from Varric as he says colonials. He is not phased at all by the growling.
I imagine it's just like a growling dog on the other side of a fence, and he's just like standing there like, haha,
Yeah.
dog growl funny.
You guys are... Well, there's two with Leopold himself to his left and right, and then there are 2 behind you 4. So you guys sort of have this sort of square built around you. This is when Varric does some stuff. Actually, wait, no, he has Tinker's Rules. We'll use that. Much better. Okay. Oh wait, he has the I forgot to turn on the bolster and bond thing.
Oh, I thought that was on. That's 34,
So,
2, 3.
Yeah.
Got a number eventually.
Varric is trying to figure out what is this tech. It's nothing he's ever seen before, except in small glimpses.
But now he has like an up close and personal look.
No, he's got an up close and personal look, but this is on a. It's like, how to put this? It's on the same skill tree or tech tree, but a different branch.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
He's only seen this through Anastasia. And you'll remember that Anastasia can make an army of like drones, constructs. This isn't the same. These are people in there. He can tell. You can all tell. You can see their faces. Well, parts of their faces. But it still looks rather similar despite that. Very peculiar. He'll get what info he gets at a later point. You guys begin walking through this sterile gray environment. It's smooth stone. You can tell. Like, you can tell by the treads you're taking. It is stone. But it's so immaculately smooth to the point where either some form of magic was brought in on this, or some advanced artistry or craftsmanship on a massive scale was brought in for this, or something else. It's smooth. It's not particularly decorated or chiseled with icons or other decorations. There's like a rather standard lining to it, like around waist height, like just a line and then pillaring. So it's like, so like that's the top, this is the middle, and then there's like sort of pillaring.
Mm-hmm.
The roof itself is curved and such like that. But other than that, it's very featureless. Roll me your Arcana.
Maybe. Well, that's a good roll, surprisingly.
You have Guidance and Bolstering Bond.
Okay. So that'd be 2d4?
Oh, gains as well, okay.
Oh, Varric.
Why does that not?
He actually got a 40. Holy
I
shit.
didn't turn it on in this. Whoops.
It's in where you turn on guidance.
Yeah,
That's
it's
where
way
all
down
all
there.
is. I put them all, a bunch of them all in for you guys.
I still feel like that should be like right below the skill
there.
section, but I understand why it's down there.
It's under saving
I-
throws, attack modifiers, and skill.
Yeah,
moves.
yeah. I found him.
I turned on all the other ones. Okay, let's roll the 2d4. Okay.
I got
6, so 18, 19, 20, 22, 24.
She got 24. I got 22. God damn it, Varric, go for it.
Funny thing, this is very, very different than any sort of magic you guys know. To the point where neither of you, even with a 24 and 22 respectively, know what it is. There's magic latent in the fucking air.
Huh.
Varric just goes... He just groans. Is something wrong, Mr. Varric? I'm noticing all the magic you have built into the place. Like the traps. Ha! You are very astute! Very astute! And no, they're not just traps. They're so much more. But I will forgive your limited mindset, he growls. I assure you, they're more than traps. They're good and bad. You will see in due time. He walks you guys down the corridor, not even a few minutes, more like 1 or 2 at most, until you guys get to a dead end. And then he just holds up his hand, and you guys can see that telltale traitor mark etched upon the back of his palm. It's just there. Super obvious, super blatant. And it glows this astral color, you know, the sort of like cosmic pale blue, purplish sort of color. And it glows, and then you guys see the etchings also glowing of a doorway. And then
People can go and get in and out if you know what you're doing. Okay.
the door, quote unquote, more like a slab that was made present, having been otherwise